It's Matt. Thank you all the members and patrons. Make sure to subscribe. And yeah, guys, the Leopard 2A4M is here, and I gotta say, it's kind of interesting. But at the same time, it's not. It's kind of weird. But let's talk about it. It's way more worth it than the Russian premium that they are adding, the T80UE, because that thing is just a Frankenstein of T80s, and it's just a normal T80U basically at the end of the day, at 11.3 with just the BM46. Everything else is basically the same as the other T80s, but this thing is very different. It feels like a Leopard 2A6 or something, but it's still a Leopard 2A4. But it has the KAW. So what is this thing? This thing is very weird. I gotta say, it's very weird because at this BR, you should be expecting some forms of the M43s, for example, or something like that, or even if you would push if you would push it to 11.7, it would be the M53. But this thing doesn't have that. But it has the KE, which wasn't an ammunition that I was actually expecting. I mean, if you compare the ammunition to something like the top rounds of the 2A7 over here, it's clear that it loses, right? But of course, it's at 11.3, not 11.7. But if you take a look on something like the M43, it is better, like by a mile actually. I mean, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter too much. It's like 50 millimeters more, but still, it is a lot. Not even 50, right? But it is a kind of a big margin over here. It's 50s according, like it's 20, 30s to 50 millimeters of difference, and depending on the situation. And it's a great ammunition. It really, really is. Even if it's using the normal L44, that isn't the greatest cannon ever for top tier, it is still using an ammunition that makes this cannon almost on par with any 11.7, right? Which is pretty cool. But the other part is the armor, right? This is supposed to be kind of a Leopard 2A7. It's like a 2A6 basically, right? It was basically cheaper to do this than buy the tanks apparently or something. So at the end of the day, yeah, it makes sense. It has more armor. It has, like, no doubt. But it's still going to be penetrated in the good old places that any Leopard is going to get penetrated. Alright, so if we get the best ammunition that the Russians have, for example, and if you do the protection analysis at 500 meters, yeah, it's penetrated everywhere. There are people, again, that are saying that the armor is not ready, so we need to wait. But if you compare it to the 2A7, for example, like right here, I have to click on the nation again. Hold up, T90, BM60, and you will see that it's a lot smaller. It's a lot smaller, right? It's just the normal drivers kind of prelaces over here a little bit. Anything below the Karma line of the tank over here is penetrated in any tank. It doesn't matter too much, and the mallet, of course. So it's a normal kind of armor here. It's very good, very effective, but then here it's kind of bad. So I don't know if the armor will still change or anything like that, but it is very similar to something like the Leopard 2A4 right now. So I'm hoping that it will get a better armor package. Of course, in the hull, I don't think it changes too much. It's more on the turret that I'm expecting more, but still, like, for now, it's a very easy tank to penetrate, even if it's a lighter tank than something like the 2A7, the sense of armor, right? The cool part about it is the camouflage, of course, and the ammunition to this BR. So at the end of the day, I still think that if you use it correctly, this tank can be one of the best things ever. I mean, it does have the thermals for both the commander and the gunner. It feels very mobile. I mean, it's 1,500 horsepower, of course. Even if it has more than 60 tons, it's a very heavy tank. But like any Leopard, the power to weight is just overwhelmingly positive because of the amount of power that these engines produce, right? So it's just incredible. So yeah, very, very beautiful tank. Amazing looking. It's more about the looks than anything else. And I'm honest, it's might get this thing just because of the looks. I mean, look at this thing. It's incredible. So, yeah, but at the end of the day, we still need to see how the armor will play out. Right now, it's basically a 2A4, which is, at its basis, it is what it is, but, you know, I was expecting a little bit more, and people are saying that it should be a little bit more, so yeah. Of course, he has the MEGs over here, nothing too crazy, normal 7.6 shields, FN mag and stuff, so, yeah, very, very cool tank. But again, we need to wait to see how it is in the real server. Is it worth keeping it or getting it right now? I would wait a little bit. I gotta be honest. I wouldn't buy this thing in a pre-order or anything like that. I would probably just wait for it to how it is going to be implemented with the armor. If it's actually a little bit better, because right now it's just very easy to destroy this thing. Like really easy. Like, come on, it's the level of a 2A4 of kinda of penetration of the amount of armor that he has if you compare to it. Let me just grab the ammunition over here. Yeah, it's pretty much the same, right? It's pretty much the same. So it's a 10.3 armor. Like, yes, you have a little bit more penetration, but with the armor that he has right now, yeah, no, maybe not really worth it. It's kind of a glass cannon for this tier. It's a very high tier. So hopefully they fix the armor if it's need of fixing. And yeah, it's going to be an amazing tank. I believe it if they do that. So let's wait and see, right? See you guys on the next one. Make sure to subscribe and bye guys. See ya.